Hello, welcome to another 105-minute meals. Today, let's talk about some exercises that you should be doing that you're probably not. I don't see anybody even talking about a lot of these. So the first, let's talk about your rotator cuff. You're doing weight training or you're playing sports, and you strengthen all of your other muscles, but your rotator cuff is what holds that in place. And a lot of people get injuries, rotator cuff injuries, strains, sprains, and tears. And it's very easy to keep it strengthened. You probably wouldn't know about this unless you injured yourself and went to physical therapy. So just with no equipment, just take your hands, turn them down, pinch your fingers together, turn them down, and slowly lift. Do a count of 20. I mean, there's not much weight involved here. There's no weight involved here, just the weight of your arms. And you can feel that right here, right here. I use a little extra weight. Just take a pair of tennis shoes. Take a pair of tennis shoes and do the same exercise. Same exercise. Now I can feel that more. Do a count of 20. Rest. Do another 20. Or start off with 10. Okay, let's look at something else you can do for your rotator cuff. Okay, so you can use a door frame for this, edge of a wall, corner of a wall, doesn't really matter. You're going to place your forearm and you're going to stretch your rotator cuff. You're going to stretch. Just pull back slowly. Go as far as you can. After a little bit, move it a little more. That's it. Keep it stretched. Stretching. Hold for a count of 20. It can be hard for me to do the other arm here with this setup, but you would do the other arm the same. And now let's look at something else you can do. This one's called Itsy Bitsy Spider. You just put your arm straight out, bring it down along the wall, and climb. Bring it up. Come back down. If you can do these exercises at least once a week, I think you'll keep your rotator cuffs healthy and out of trouble. Okay, especially as you age, you're going to want to work on your balance, and that includes the strength in your legs, ankles, to keep you upright. Your number one job, if you make it to your 90s, your number one job is going to not fall. So I do this in the shower almost every morning, and I just practice keeping my balance. And boy, you can really feel the muscles fire off in the ankles when you do this. And actually give yourself a little extra. Once you get better at this, give yourself a little extra movement to work on those ankles. And I try and do this for a count of 60, right at a minute. If I haven't been doing it for a while, bees. All right, so we're just gonna work on that ankle. You'll feel it. I haven't been doing enough of this lately, and I can feel that ankle's getting a little tired. It's great. Those muscles firing off. They also make balance boards. There's a number of things that you can get to help you with this. And I'm being attacked by a large bee. But really, this is simple. Once again, you don't need any equipment. Woohoo! You don't need any equipment. You're just going to practice balancing 1 foot. It's helping you with your sense of balance and is building the muscles you need to be able to keep your balance. Okay, so as you've seen in some of my other videos, I like to do core work pretty much every morning. I do something, leg lifts or crunches or something. This is one that I should probably do more often. It's really helpless. It's additional core work on the other side, small of your back. And this is helpful for me when I'm riding the bike to have the strength to keep the weight off of my hands and wrists when I'm riding for a 1.5 to 2 hour ride. So you're just going to you can do this in the bed, that's fine. You're just going to lift and hold. Lift and hold. Boy, and you can just feel that. It's so strong right there. So do that as long as you can, and you'll get better at it. Also, you should leg lift, hold, and while we're here, I've had serious injuries to both of my sacroiliac joints. That's a little joint that's right here. Sits right there, both sides. It's shaped kind of like an ear, and your sciatic nerve runs through it. So if you sprain it, which I did pretty badly on the left side, it just literally crushed the sciatic nerve. Now, since like all sprains, once you sprain a joint, you have a tendency to sprain it again. So I do this pretty much every day. And it's just it's a stretch that puts my pelvis, evens it out, which makes it much less likely for any movement in the sacroiliac joint. And that, it's like a yoga pose, but you keep your hips flat against the ground and push up and breathe out. This is something a chiropractor showed me in Houston a long time ago. And while I was being treated for that really bad sprain. And it really helps. Every once in a while I'll sleep wrong, or I'll be sitting and watching TV in the wrong position in my chair, and I'll start to feel a little pain in my sacroiliac joint, and I will get down on the floor and do this. Clears it up instantly. Okay, let's talk about our knees. I have so many friends from ages 45 and up who have had to have total knee operations or knee repairs, and what a bummer. Work on your knees, keep them strong. And I'm going to talk to you about 2 things that you can do. One, this is just a great exercise for strengthening the knees. Use it in rehab. Athletes that injure themselves, they're in there doing this. Now, you don't have to do it with this much weight. That's all right. The insects are bad this morning. Okay. In addition, I try and do 3 sets of 20 when I'm doing these. And it's along with the rest of my workout. But I love focusing on the knees. Partly because I spend so much time hiking and riding the bike. And I just read a very good article, might have been the Washington Post, might have been a magazine. But bicycling is the best exercise you can do to avoid arthritis in your knees. So even if you don't have to have a total knee operation, you got arthritis, you know, that's when you start walking like an old person. So bicycle, some weight training, and you know, you can get yourself some ankle weights and do this as a chair exercise in your house. You don't have to have this equipment. So focus on your knees, work on your rotator cuff, work on your balance, strengthen your ankles, your core, protect your sacroiliac joint. You're going to age well. If you like this video and others from 105 Minute Meals, please subscribe. Hit the like button and hit the bell button so that you get notifications when we come out with new videos. Pura vida from Costa Rica.